Hi guys, so for you who don't know me, I am Bridie Hodgson and I am a Wild Sea Woman swimmer. I am at University of Sunderland doing my Masters in Drug Discovery and Development. Now last year I got together with Hayley and a group of students and we did a project on cold water therapy and it was a success. It was wonderful. I had a lot of people who got involved, probably most of you guys. And now we are ready to start the next stage, the next project for my Masters. Now it's a little bit different from the first one. I do have PowerPoints on this. Hayley has them. She will put them on her website. So if you want to go and have a look at them, feel free. But I will make this a quick, brief introduction as to what we're doing. So we are looking at the impact of cold water swimmers on menopausal symptoms, and my study is based on feasibility. Now, is it possible that we can actually do this? And if so, can we scale it up for the next level? All right, so I am reading from slides. So the purpose of this study is, can cold water reduce menopausal symptoms? As you know, menopause gives you hot flushes, it can affect bone health, mood swings. And the purpose of this is to identify if this can happen over a 3-month period. Now, what are we looking for? Now, we are looking for menopausal women who are not climatized to the cold water therapy. So this is basically women who perhaps have dipped in the past, but they haven't dipped in the last 2 months. Now, this is really crucial that you haven't dipped for the last 2 months for you to be recruited in our study. The participants need to be from the Wild Sea Women group, and recruitment is for members only. I know a lot of people might be thinking, oh, well, you know, we've been dipping for years. I'd like to do another study with you. But there may be opportunities like that coming up soon. But this one is based on inexperienced or swimmers who have just had a break. You need to be 18 years old or over. You need to be able to give consent. I have created a cold water diary for you to fill in, a physical thing to fill in. And we would like to take some saliva samples from you before you start your journey, 3 months after your journey, and then we'll introduce you to, we'll invite you to a focus group at the end of that. Now, within this journey, we would also like to ask you to fill out a detailed questionnaire at the beginning and a detailed questionnaire at the end of the 3 months. All right, so what are we going to be investigating? Now, we are looking at some inflammatory biomarkers and hormonal markers, but the questionnaire is very detailed and it should be able to indicate to us if the cold water has had any effect on your menopausal symptoms. We're going to leave the scientific side to one side as we're still waiting on some fun to come through, which might be able to give us 42 cytokines and proteins, which will really blow us out of the water. But until then, we are really focusing in on these questionnaires and a couple of inflammatory biomarkers in the middle of next year. Okay, so how is it going to work? So it's 3 parts to this study. First of all, we need to determine if you are suitable and get your consent, and we have to have an email address. And the reason we need an email address is we will be not using your name, your personal information. You'll be given a code, and this is for data protection. So we do need an email address because we will give you the survey, and it's a link. And when you fill this questionnaire survey in, it will then attach to a network that we've already created, and it already gets uploaded like that instead of me inputting it manually. However, if you don't have this, we can give you paper copies and we can do it manually. So don't worry about that. The second step is to email you the questionnaire, which would like questions on mental health and the demographic details, and details on how we're going to collect our saliva and on how to fill out the diary. And then thirdly, it is after 3 months, we would then take another sample from you and give you another detailed questionnaire. And then, like I said, invite you to a focus group after that. Okay. So the saliva samples, for those who've never done it before, you're just going to bring some little pots down and you just spit into the pot until you get to about 5 ml. We do have a little pop-up tent that we're going to take if anyone's a bit uncomfortable about spitting in front of people. And we found this from our last project that it wasn't a problem, but some people would have preferred that. So we have upgraded and got something like that in place. And we will arrange collection times from the samples from you. So the possible advantages and disadvantages of this study. Collecting saliva is a non-invasive procedure, so there's generally no issues. But if you do have any concerns about your oral health, as some of the questions might be distressing, please contact your GP or your local dentist. And there are no immediate benefits from taking part into this study. However, you may feel your experience is really interesting. You feel happy to be part of the study. Okay. What if something goes wrong? You can reach out to myself, you can reach out to Catherine. All of the email addresses of the professionals who were involved are on the PowerPoints, which Hayley has on her website. So if you need access to them, or I can send you them privately, however you would like to do that. You can withdraw from this at any time before all the samples are due. And then after the very last sample is being given, you have up to 2 weeks to withdraw. And then from then, all your personal details will be destroyed and we won't be able to identify whose sample is whose. So therefore, we won't be able to destroy the sample. So it's very important that you are aware that you can withdraw up to 2 weeks from the very last sample being taken. So confidentiality, we have we're going to give you a code. So when I meet you at the beach or wherever you're going to dip, I will ask for your email, and then I will give you a code. I'll give you a saliva pot. You will give me a sample, and then I will take that from you there and then. And then after 3 months, I will ask for email address again, give you an additional code, for confidentiality and data protection reasons. Okay, the results. I will be doing the results. And it's going to be part of my master's degree. If suitable, I may be going to academic conferences to share the data, and if we do really well, we might be able to get written up in a publication for a peer review academic journal. Oh. All right, so organising and funding this study. Catherine is my supervisor on this project. I'm the one who's going to be conducting the research with her support, and the University of Sunderland, they are supporting me through my master's degree. And the contact list is on there. We've got emails, we've got contact numbers, but if you need these, please go onto the Wild Sea Women website, and you can access them at any point. Also, on that website is the participation consent form. So that is visually there for you to view at all times. But when you do come to the recruitment stage, it will be there as well. So if you have any questions, please just give me a message. You can send it on Telegraph. You can send it to Hayley. I'm on Instagram, as you all know, Bridie's Bombs. Or if you know me personally, just give me a shout. But really looking forward to working with you. When is this going to start? As soon as possible. Yeah, we have from now till, say, May to get all the samples done. And that's what? 7 months? And we only need you to dip for 3. So we've got plenty of time. But the sooner the better. Thank you.